Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. 'Tis the season for giving, and scam artists are relying on your generous spirit to fill their bank accounts. Swift Current has hosted numerous world-class events over the years, and now the Southwest community has partnered with the City of Medicine Hat in hopes of bringing a major hockey event to the region. As you prepare to welcome guests into your home this holiday season, fire safety should be at the top of your list. And it all starts with having a working smoke detector. Thanks for joining us here today. This is the busiest time of the year for shopping, and RCMP are again reminding you to protect yourself from fraud. 'Tis the season for giving, and scam artists are relying on your generous spirit to fill their bank accounts. If you're already receiving harassing phone calls and emails from unknown sources saying you've won the lottery or you're an heir to a mass fortune, expect even more of these notifications through the holiday season. You're reminded to be on high alert and protect your money and your personal identity.
The fish mails, the emails that you get on your computer systems that will sometimes plant a virus or a cookie into your system to gain personal information. If you receive an email in your email account and you're not familiar with the sender, delete the email. Even if it says you've won a prize or anything like that. It's the old adage with all of these that if it's too good to be true, it usually is.
And if you're doing any shopping online, always shop with credible outlets and ensure they guarantee a secure checkout experience. And before you officially hit the checkout point of the website, double-check your order and even print off a copy of your order receipt for future records. By keeping a closer eye on your overall shopping online and not responding to suspicious emails, you can prevent becoming a victim of fraud this holiday season. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the staff and management of Pioneer Co-op, celebrating 80 years in Southwest Saskatchewan. Wishing you the best this holiday season and into the new year from Mayor Dennis Perreault, City Council, and staff of the City of Swift Current. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the management and staff of Chinook Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, serving Southwest Saskatchewan since 1976. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the management and staff of Pinnacle Financial in Swift Current. The City of Swift Current is bidding on another major event. We find out what that is in this report. Swift Current has hosted numerous world-class events over the years, and now the Southwest community has partnered with the City of Medicine Hat in hopes of bringing a major hockey event to the region. The 2019 World Under-17 Hockey Challenge is set for October 30th through November 9th, and the cities of Swift Current and Medicine Hat are hoping they'll have the best application to host the series.
When you run tournaments of that size that have, for example, this one would be 22 games, 26 if you add the exhibition games. So that's a lot of games, and it kind of gets spread out a little too much. So to keep the excitement up there, they spread the games out in a couple of communities and keep a couple of communities interested, and that's where they've really seen their success. So we're also very fortunate that we have, as does Medicine Hat, pretty tight ties with our Minor Hockey Association, who would be assisting us on our committee, as well as the Medicine Hat Tigers and the Swift Current Broncos. So all in all, it's a pretty good deal. We're excited to be a part of it. We're very fortunate that Medicine Hat came and said, "Do you want to run this?"
And if selected as the host venue, Swift Current Mayor and Council have already agreed to supply a $75,000 grant for the event.
It doesn't include, for example, we'd be collecting fees for the event through the iPlex itself, for ice rentals and that type of stuff, which was charged to the event, so that comes actually back and goes into that revenue account. And as well, we need to try to solidify, or if successful, once again, we haven't been successful, but at that next step, if we are the lucky partnership communities between Medicine Hat and Swift Current, would be to go out and get some provincial and federal sponsorship, we'd hope in the form of some type of hosting grant or tourism grant.
Robson goes on to add that the $75,000 grant should be the only out-of-pocket expense for the city, with the overall event expected to make a profit.
An event like this is estimated at a break-even level at $1.2 million. Right now our projections are that we'd be probably over $100,000 once everything was looked after. That's the estimate as we stand right now. How we look at it is a $4 to $6 million spin-off between Medicine Hat and Swift Current that keeps businesses in the community pretty excited.
Hockey Canada is expected to announce the host communities for the 2019 World Under-17 Hockey Challenge in early January.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Dr. Noble Irwin Regional Healthcare Foundation, keeping healthcare strong in Southwest Saskatchewan.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Gus, Louie, and George at the K Steakhouse and Motel. Book your Christmas party or New Year celebration today. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from David Anderson, Member of Parliament for Cypress Hills Grasslands. As you prepare to welcome guests into your home this holiday season, you're reminded to check your smoke detector. As you prepare to welcome guests into your home this holiday season, fire safety should be at the top of your list. And it all starts with having a working smoke detector.
Absolutely. So we're encouraging everybody, once again, make sure you check your smoke detectors, change the batteries at least once a year. And in keeping with this year's National Fire Prevention Week theme is change your smoke detectors every 10 years. So take them down, take a look on the back. If they're over 10 years old, we're encouraging you to replace them. Just checking or pressing the button on the front of the detector checks that the circuitry works and that the batteries are operated. It doesn't check the internal mechanisms as far as whether it detects smoke or not, and that's where we're encouraging people with the 10 years.
As well, be sure that the oven is turned off after cooking and that all cigarettes and candles are extinguished when you leave a room or turn in for the night.
Be careful with candles. Make sure that you're extinguishing them when you're leaving, certainly for the evening or going out, and we encourage everybody to extinguish them when they're leaving the room. That may seem like a lot as you go in and out of a room, but don't forget about them. Make sure that you're cognizant of them there, and they do burn out, they do burn hot. The perception that because it's a small candle or something like that, that it can't cause a fire is untrue. They do cause fires, they do cause problems.
Once engulfed, a fire can spread quickly through your home. Therefore, by having a working smoke detector, you can ensure everyone is safe year-round. For over 12 years, Southwest TV News has provided the visuals for the defining moments in our community. Support your community and help us to continue our work. Support our sponsors by watching the ads on YouTube and by clicking the ads on our website. Pennies per click, which will help us continue to bring you the award-winning news coverage you've come to expect from Southwest TV News. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.